Hey everyone, it's Teemu here. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to teach you how to play some parts of the song Herald of Darkness by Old Gods of Asgard. Or these are actually the parts that are being used on the video version of the song. And I think when it comes down to rhythm guitar parts, these are also used in the longer version of the song. It's just like extended amount of them and in certain parts, as far as what I've noticed. In the first video of this series, I showed how to play some of the distorted rhythm guitar parts, the verses, the chorus, and I think there was at least one riff. Today's lesson is going to include the clean guitar part that was including the acoustic guitars as well, the calm part, then the jazzy guitar part or the jazzy scene, and also some of the metal riffs. So here we go. So I start with the clean guitar parts. The part that I'm going to show you is going to sound like this. And then there's a little bit variations there if you want to add. That was like a little bit simplified version of it. So let's see what's happening here. This is like I'm using standard tuning guitar, 6-string guitar today, and these are just pretty basic chords. The first one is like A minor. And yeah, when it comes down to like fretting these notes, it's open A, second fret of the D, and same on the G string, first fret on the B, and open E. And yeah, this is pretty much played as eighth notes. But then again, like I was playing the A, and then the D string, then we are having the hammer on. So we are playing the first note as an open B string, and then hammer on to the first fret of the B string. And then we hit the G string again, or the first time. That's like the A minor part. With these, it's like E, B, G, and B with this chord shape. Then we go to the D minor, and we are using the D minor chord shape like this. So with the D minor pattern, we're using like open D, then G, then use the same pattern we used with the A minor. So open and then hammer on to the first fret. Then hit again the third fret on the B string. Yeah, I think it's that. Or you can also play the second fret on the G string, or finish with that, but I think it's most likely the third fret on the B string. Then we're having like E major chord, and I'm quite sure about this because I looped the chord part, and I heard like the bass is doing movement like this. So it makes sense to use just the kind of like the chord inversion here. So basically we're using the E major chord shape here, which is like, yeah, open E, second fret on the A, second fret on the D string, and first fret on the G string. this chord shape here and play it like this. And here we are playing. So we're only using the pick, or you can also use the thumb here and then play with the thumb, the D string, and then play the E string. Hit thumb again, and then with 2 remaining fingers play the G and B string, and then hit thumb again. Or you can also play with the B string on the first like a first picked or plucked notes. So again, so this is a really useful pattern to use as well. Yep. So yeah, this is looping for the most part. Then it goes to the B flat chord. And which is like first fret of the A string, then to 3rd fret on the B string, A string, and same on the G and B string, same frets, and then 1st fret on the E string. I think it may. Yeah, it's pretty much like the B flat major chord or A sharp. Then it goes to the E major. So just play the E major. And it repeats with that at the end of this part. And then it moves actually to the verses. So yeah, that's how to play the clean part, or the first clean part. Then if we go to the jazz scene, I think it's played like this. I dial down the tone a little bit to have a little bit more jazzier sound. So yeah, that's how to play it, and so let's take a look at the chord. So the first chord is like A minor 6. So we play with 5th fret on the E string, 4th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the G string, and 5th fret on the B string, and then like the F dominant 7, F7. And here we are playing 1st fret on the E string, 1st fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, and also the 1st fret of the B string. And then we're playing E7. And here, open E, open D, 1st fret on the G, and 3rd fret of the B string. So that's like the first. So, and the rhythm is like 1, 2. And then the whole part moves few frets higher here to the 10th fret of the E string to the D, and then again play the dominant chord here. It's B flat from the 6th fret of the the E string, and the same again here, 6th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the G string, and the 6th fret on the B string. And then just move everything 1 fret lower. Yeah, and that's kind of it with this part. And then we're getting into the heavy metal parts. I know this is a lot of information packed in one lesson, but I think we can do it. We can do it. So once the heavy metal part start, I would like to call it that one because it sounds like that a little bit. So the first riff in that part, I think there's 3 different riffs, and the first one goes like this. So here we go. The whole rhythm thing stays the same through this part. It's like and then kind of like repeat that all over. And this riff itself is fairly simple. It starts with open E string. And yeah, play 3 times. Then you hit the 7th fret of the E string. And then do a descending line from 7th, then repeat and end with the 6th fret, then to the 5th fret, and then use the power chord grip from having the first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then on the 2 frets higher on the 5th fret and play those notes on the D and G string. So from the C power chord to the D. And then on the second time, once the riff ends, it goes to G on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then again, play 5th fret on the A and D string. Then it goes to an inversion, or I think it may be played with a 7th string, or drop D tuning, but it makes more sense to play it this way because we only used like the open, like this riff. So to me it sounds like it's most likely played with a 7th string. So then play the D chord on the 7th string guitar, but this is like the 6th string solution here. So play 5th fret on the E string, 5th fret on the D string, and then 7th fret on the D string. This is like same notes again then played with the power chord, but then just having in a different order, so it's theoretically correct. Yeah, then we know basically how to play the first riff. Then we're going to the next part that is sounding like this. And here the key is also the rhythm. It's pretty much the same that we used in the first riff. But then we just play it in like a F sharp Lydian dominant, and that sounds a little bit more complex than it is. It's like a mode of the harmonic minor, and the riff start from F sharp, which is 2nd fret of the E string, and we end always like with different note. So here we are playing with the finishing with the 3rd fret. And then on the second time, we play the 1st fret of the A string. Then on the 3rd time, we finish to the 3rd fret of the E string. Then there are 2 different kind of endings here. We are having the one that is like ending with the open E string and descends back to F sharp, to 2nd fret of the E string. So it is like this. And then the second ending is like so we first fret of the A string again, and then open E. So that was the second riff. Now we have done 2 riffs out of like 3.5. The next one can be played with from 2 different positions. I prefer to use this 7th position. I don't know why, but here we go. It's kind of again having like the similar approach. And that's how to play it. So it's like, instead of playing now with the that kind of rhythm, we play like play only with the B and then some notes on the A string, like this. So we mainly play like the 7th fret of the E string as a root note, and then we play 3 times on the E string. Then we go to the 9th fret of the A string. Play 2 times again the E string. Then 8th fret of the A string. Then 2 times again on the E string. And then the 7th fret of the A string. And then we finish like from the 10th fret. 10th fret to the 7th fret on the E string, to the 5th fret on the B string, go to the 6th and to the 7th. This may be a little bit easier from the 2nd position here. So basically use the same method here. So have the 2nd fret of the A string here as the root note anchoring thing, and then do the same kind of descending line here. And the whole thing finishes with a little riff here. And here's how to play, or the notes of it. So it's like a minor pentatonic riff here. So 9th fret on the D string, 7th fret of the D string, and then 9th fret of the A string and 7th fret of the E string. And yeah, play that. And then it may roll. You roll down the whole pattern here again. And they go up to the 9th fret of the A string. And it finishes with this like a Hendrix chord, which is like E string 7th fret, A string 6th fret, and then 7th fret of the D string, and then the 7th fret of the G string. So this is like a B dominant 7 with sharp 9. And the same riff again can be played here on the 2nd position. And then the chord here is 2nd fret of the A string, and then the 1st fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and 3rd fret of the B string. And that's kind of it. That's all you basically need for playing this, like these rhythm guitar parts here. Yeah, I guess those are all the riffs that are being used in this song. I may have forgotten something, but those are the distorted, those are the cleans, the rhythms. So up next, I'm going to do the solos. Just let me know if you want to do one solo by one, or just do it in the shorter lesson sections. So if it's like, I don't know, a segment of solos or something like that, because it may take a while if I teach it note by note and so on. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. The tab is coming out at some point, and stay tuned on the socials more about that. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. Consider subscribing for more content like this, and hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.